we mind-melded today. At
Correct.
pare-pares kami na outfit.
Oo.
Iba-iba lang
Oh
ang
my
kulay.
God, that's
Totoo.
right.
And I think that is a sign that we are a girl group.
Yes! 안녕하세요. 원투 Sarang imnida.
Imnida.
Ano yung ganun natin?
1, 2, Sarang! Shak. Ganon. Ano ko alam.
One,
Usoksun
two,
yung
Sarang.
ginawa ko. Okay, so, of course, as a pa-teaser na rin for our debut song, treat us well, treat us kindly. Thank you so much.
Josea.
감사합니다.
Josea. The
diamonds
are all over the place. Si Monica ay sumabay.
Teka, wait.
The diamonds
are very
very
hard.
hard.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
Samnida.
Gotchak Dome. What's up?
What's up? Jamsu Stadium, let's go.
안녕.
We know why you're here.
If you're like us,
K-pop obsessed and K-drama addicted.
Completely in love with all things Hallyu.
at naghahanap ka ng kausap at karamay,
One to Sarang is here for you.
Subscribe to our weekly conversations on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
and make sure to like our episodes and rate them.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and join our community of Hallyu lovers.
Kapag kasama kami, hindi ka nag-iisa.
Let's all share
The Hallyu love.
1, 2, Sarang!
Hey!
Annyeong, this is Pia.
Hi, this is Monica.
What's up, everyone? This is Trency, and welcome to another episode of 1 to Sarang!
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Yes.
Okay, so we are in a very feminist episode. Wow,
Wow.
feminist! And as you can see, kaming tatlo po sa mga nanonood sa amin on video. Hi! Sa mga nasa
Hello.
YouTube and on Spotify video. Hello there. As you can see, we mind-melded today.
Correct.
At pare-pares kami na outfit.
Oo.
Iba-iba lang ang
Oh my
kulay.
God, that's
Totoo.
right.
And I think that is a sign that we are a girl group.
Yes. 안녕하세요. One to Sarang imnida.
Imnida.
Ano yung ganun natin?
1, 2, Sarang! Shak. Ganon. Ano ko alam.
One,
Usoksun
two,
yung ginawa ko.
Sarang.
1, 2, Sarang! Yon. Okay, so today, as I mentioned, it's a very feminist and very girl groupy episode because ayun na nga, pag-uusapan po natin today ay mga girl groups
Yes.
and the rise of them in the current times that we are in right now. So, actually, itong episode na to, not inspired siya by girl groups. Actually, inspired siya by, surprisingly. But it came from this comment of Yeonjun in Bam Bam's house na naintriga kami, actually. Kasi parang very interesting na nasabi niya yun. And us, kaming tatlo, were all very into boy groups, admittedly. And we all started there. Kaya naintriga kami dun sa statement niya. Ang sinabi niya dun sa episode ng Bam Bam's house is that there is a pressure to be a fourth-gen idol daw nowadays. And despite the fact that they have a lot of good songs, and we know that they're churning out a lot of good songs, lahat ng mga fourth-gen boy group idols natin, it's always the girl groups that are noticed. So parang kami, si Pia actually nag-mention ito, na parang na-curious kami, na parang, bakit niya kaya nasabi yun? Kasi syempre sa mundo namin, the boy groups are
yeah.
there, you know? It's way up there. So, yung conversation natin for today is to delve deep into that kind of questioning. No? Parang like we always talk about like the rise of the girl group. You know, we've been talking about it for like the past couple of seasons na actually. Kasi parang we noticed early on na parang wow, ang daming girl groups talaga na magaling. And ako kasi galing akong BTS. And when that started, that BTS fanaticism of mine started, parang yung girl groups, hindi pa siya ganun kalakas. No? Parang I can remember na parang it's them and all the other third-gen groups lang.
I think they were
Twice.
strong
Well,
already
Blackpink
kasi sobrang
was
lakas
there.
na.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But then I
Blackpink,
guess
tama naman.
in our world, hindi natin siya
Oo.
manonotice. because we
Correct,
started with
oo.
Bangtan.
The boy groups. Totoo naman 'yan. Although nowadays kasi, I guess parang yun, na-mention yun, Twice, Blackpink,
Red
parang
Velvet.
they are Red Velvet, very, I guess, marami, pero parang waning. Parang alam mo yun, medyo may konting wane sila ng konti.
In our
Pero
world.
nowadays talaga, not just in our world, parang in general, alam mo yun, parang like Red Velvet, hindi na rin masyadong naglalabas, 'di
Ngayon.
ba? Oo, ngayon,
Yung
oo.
the big ones before.
The
Okay.
big one.
Mhm.
So, the new generation that's coming in, the fourth gen, sobrang lakas at sobrang dami nila. And
Correct.
we can already see from the charts, and we can already see from the charts, as Yeonjun mentioned, that the girl groups are always gaining like yung top tawag dito,
Votes.
parang top
Rankings.
votes o rankings sa mga charts talaga. So, like, as we all know, parang sobrang lakas ng IVE, and aespa's always there, and like, it's just a current girl group. And which is why parang na-mention nga ni Yeonjun yung statement na yon. Very interesting. Okay. So, hindi naman masyadong seryosong usapan. Hindi naman masyado akong sineseryoso usapan. I mean, ano lang 'to, parang a nice conversation to also delve into our thoughts into this. Because
Mhm.
ako personally, like, I wanna get to know these girl groups. Kasi parang, for
Mhm.
me, parang, I just don't wanna be into the boy groups. I wanna also understand the girl groups as well. So, for this episode, of course, we'll start with a question about our K-pop girl group journey. Now that we're talking about it, we'll talk about the age of the girl group now. So yung current fourth generation, which groups we like from this generation. And ako kasi I want to know kung ano yung mindset namin typically when we listen to girl groups versus listening or watching boy groups. A lot of people also mention mock critics and insiders. They say na the GGs are being marketed in a different way now as compared to before.
Mhm.
So they're really focusing on like marketing to their fandoms and not just to like the general public. So kami, as the boy group stands that we
Mhm.
are, oh my God, you know naman guys how delulu fanatic we are, no? So ang question ko para sa amin is, will we ever find ourselves standing a girl group more than a boy group? Disclaimer na lang siguro, we're pretty young in terms of our standing in the K-pop world. So that's why we're really focusing on our current experience, which is why hopefully in our conversation right now, and to also you guys who are listening, sana mas makaungkat tayo ng maraming tanong, I guess, to fully understand what this whole girl group situation is. Okay, simulan ko na. So akin, yung girl group experience ko actually. I don't wanna start with myself. Kayo na pa ako nagsasalita. Okay, Tia will start.
Because, again, I started with BTS and syempre super big deal yung mga year-end award shows. And when I watched the year-end award shows, that was like kind of my first exposure into K-pop talaga. Kasi ang alam ko lang yung mundo
Mm.
ng BTS and sobrang ang dami mong kailangan i-catch up na content. Wala na akong alam sa world outside of them. So when I first watched I don't remember kung ano ba yung first na award show na pinanood ko that BTS was performing in. And then, ang clear lang sa utak ko kapag may mga girl groups na nandun, I wasn't so impressed with their performances. Because the reason why I got into Bangtan is because of their performances as well. It was Jimin's on nga, 'di ba? Yung iba iba yung dating nila sa stage. So parang
Mm.
when I watched that year-end award show na parang medyo meh lang yung performances ng mga girls, medyo parang, okay, hindi ako masyadong naging interested. And then when
Mm.
Queendom came in, nung nanood ako ng Queendom 2,
Oh.
that was when I discovered Luna and I was like, okay, meron pala silang mga girl groups who have that kind of performance in them.
Mm.
I mean, Hyolyn
Mm.
aside, kasi naka-solo si Hyolyn nun eh. Obviously, I'm impressed with
Correct.
Hyolyn, but she wasn't part of a girl group. So parang nung
Mm.
nakita ko yun sa Luna, dun talaga parang nagbago yung tingin ko na, okay, there are some that have this kind of performances. Kasi again, I'm
Mm.
into it aside from the variety and all of that because of the performances talaga. So I got kind of interested in Luna, but the thing is kasi about me, and I mentioned this before, I'm not big on lore. Eh yung Luna, it's all
Mm.
about lore. So nung nag-comeback
Correct.
sila, hindi ko masyadong masakyan yung song kasi ang dami mong kailangang intindihin pa dun sa mga timelines and whatever for you to really appreciate it. So medyo,
Gano'n talaga siya.
yeah,
Like, super
super
connected, like, all the
connected. As
songs, as
in,
in.
I don't remember the title of the song na nag-comeback sila, pero basta may train, may ganito. And I was
Mm,
talking to
mm.
Mick. Hi, Mick! I was talking to Mick about it, and I was like, obviously, this is connected to a bigger picture, ha? And he was like,
Hmm.
yeah, you really have to understand ganyan. So, parang ako, okay. So, hindi ko na masyadong nagets. But I think what the
Gets.
game changer for me was, actually, nung dumating ang New Jeans, because I feel
Hmm.
like right now, just thinking about it, New Jeans is very much like 17 in the sense that their songs are so easy to listen to. It's very pop. Madali siyang
Mm.
ipasok sa playlist mo, and then it's fun. It's fun to listen to. And the few
Mm.
times that I have watched them, I super love, and it finally and I was super interested with them. Kasi ang galing din nila mag-perform eh. Iba sila on stage, may
Correct.
command sila on stage na hindi ko nga nakita dun sa ibang mga girl groups na napanood ko before. So when they came
Yes.
along, sobra akong parang, wow. And ito lang din, maybe just an aside, as a mom, what I love about
Mm.
them is that they're young, and I feel like
Mm.
they're such good influences to little girls as well. Kasi parang meron silang
Hmm.
kind of coolness and pagiging hip and being sexy in a way na parang yung mga parang I like my daughter dressing like them, yung gano'n. Kung sila yung peg,
Okay.
parang okay
Correct.
sa akin yung
Oo.
ganyan. Like the baggy jeans and the crop tops. Those are cute, yung mga
Oo.
ganyan. So parang they're
Mm.
enjoying their youth and really presenting
Mm.
that. I feel like they're good role
Correct.
models in that sense. So parang
Mm.
yung sa akin lang parang maybe it's really just a matter of finding that group as usual.
Mm.
And I'm really grateful for this biglang pasok nitong mga girl groups na I appreciate now because it really opened up my
Mm.
world, and I realized na, okay, merong side kasi, sorry if I'm on a rant, pero kasi parang
Oo.
sawang-sawa na ako dun sa mga sayaw nila, pare-pareho, gaganyan-ganyan lang. Tapos
Correct.
tataas,
Oo.
same! Pero biglang
Correct.
ngayon makikita mo na yung mga choreo na, wow, okay, cute, and I wanna dance that too. Parang mga ganon. So,
Correct.
parang yun. So, medyo ganun yung naging journey ko in terms of like girl groups.
So, gets naman, parang kumbaga, the active standing of, I mean, you not actively standing girl groups is like basically because of BTS and just because like you were looking for that kind of energy of performance
Yeah.
na you didn't see in the previous groups. Na kaya naman ng Luna pero masyado silang complicated.
Yeah.
Oo, parang
Ang
you have
galing
to
nila
be
on stage. Pero yung mga
Correct.
songs
Oo
nga
nga.
nila, parang pag panoorin mo yung MV, ang hirap eh.
Mm.
Nahirapan ako.
Oo. Kumba I feel like yung mga ganong lore-based groups, parang feeling ko, parang they wanna bring you into into that world. Pero if it's already too I mean, nagawa na masyado yung mundo, masyado ka ng malayo dun sa beginning nun.
Oo.
Ang hirap na niyang sakyan
Sobra.
kasi ang dami mo ng kailangan daanan ulit
Sobra.
na parang, "May time pa ba ako?" And as
Exactly.
a multi-stan, how?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
Oo. Medyo wild. Yeah.
correct.
Ikaw, Mon?
Thinking about it, like even from way back when,
Mm.
during the 90s,
Wow!
90s, hindi po K-pop, pero kumbaga yung mga Spice Girls, Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys, ganon.
Mm.
When I would stand groups, I would stand the Backstreet Boys because kinikilig ako. And syempre pogi eh, di ba? So I want to get to know
Correct.
them more. I
Correct.
appreciate the Spice Girls and all that. Pero
Mm.
parang hindi ko sila masyadong kinilala as the same way that inattempt kong kilalanin yung like Backstreet Boys nga, alam mo yun.
Mm. Mm.
For many reasons. But mostly because I guess I was attracted to the boys. Kaya mas nakafocus yung attention ko dun. And I
Correct.
feel like that's kind of similar to why hindi talaga pumasok sa isip ko yung to stand GGs na sabay when I entered
Mm.
K-pop.
At
Parang
kasama mo
ganon.
kami nun.
Oh, yun nga eh. It was all 17. At partida,
Oo.
syempre, yung pagpasok ko doon, yung nag-seal ng deal kasi sa akin noon, going 17 eh. So it was
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
It was their non-singing, performing kind of content. It was
Correct.
basically them just wreaking havoc and all that.
Oo.
I know most most groups naman have this, and a lot of girl groups also have their own band content, right? But I guess it's not appealing lang to me. Parang iba talaga yung, I don't wanna be sexist or anything, pero iba kasi yung comedy na binibigay nila sa comedy na binibigay ng Going 17, sabihin natin.
Yes.
And
Super,
kumbaga, mas
oo.
natatawa ako sa Going 7. I don't think gender has anything to do with it. Mas natatawa lang talaga ako sa Going 17.
Yeah.
Kasi mas ano
Correct.
sila eh, mas magalaw or whatever.
They were trained for
Minsan,
it.
yeah.
They had a comedy class.
Correct.
Tama. Tapos minsan din iniisip ko, I mean, ano ba ang pagiging idol? I think a lot of people stan girl groups because they wanna be like them. Right? Parang they see the girl groups as, like, I wanna be like a Karina. I wanna be like one of the Wendy. I wanna be, alam mo yun, parang, and that's super great. I mean, if there's someone that you wanna be like, I mean, if you're inspired by a person and wanna be like them, that's really great. Hindi ko alam kung dahil ba, baka, kasi, hindi ko alam kung dahil ba hindi ko masyadong nasakyan yung girl groups when I entered this world. Kasi, feeling ko mas matanda na ako. I mean, gets. Never ko naisip kasi sarili ko na yung sexy the way K-pop girls are sexy. I mean, I'm my own sexy, but not that kind of performative sexy, alam mo yan. I never saw myself as like that. Even when they perform, they sing. I never saw myself like that, but somehow I see myself as a performer similar to 17, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I mean, gets with the comedy, with the Going 17 and all that.
So, nakaka-relate ka sa
and even BTS, even the other boy groups, even TXT gets the way they interact with people. I guess boyish ako if ganun pala yun. Alam mo yun. Hindi ako makarelate sa the way girl groups are. But then, here comes New Jeans nga, and even La Seraphim. Parang, hindi ko alam, but there's something about them that's just really cool, that somehow age doesn't matter. Like with La Seraphim, they still do it sexy and all that, but there's something about them. I don't want to be like them, but I kind of feel like I can be friends with them, if that makes sense.
Super. Totally relate.
Oo, kasi parang,
sobrang gets ko yan.
I feel like, or maybe I just never really got to know them a lot, but I don't think I can be friends with the Red Velvet girls.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't think they're even friends with each other. Just kidding.
Totoo yan.
Diba? Maybe twice. Feeling ko I can be, friends
Sa
with,
dami naman nila
twice.
makakahanap ka ng friend
Ayun
group.
nga
Dun.
eh.
Correct.
Oo.
Ako feeling ko si Gio, si Momo.
Jonghyun.
Kaya ko pa kasi.
Ako.
Nayon pwede pa.
Nayon.
Oo. Jonghyun. Oo,
Oo. So, kumbaga, ayun nga, parang yung most of the time, the girl groups, baka din naman kasi hindi ko sila masyadong kinilala. But, kumbaga may ganun akong sense na it's either, maybe they're too young, so I feel like they can't be my friend, or something like that. Or, yun nga, kasi parang ibang-iba talaga yung personality nila sa personality ko. But here comes the Seraphim and New Jeans, na somehow I feel like, even though they're much, much younger than us, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they can still be my friends. New Jeans, I feel like they can be my younger sisters.
Yeah.
Na I can converse with. Alam mo yun?
Correct.
Like, Danielle, are we gonna do the dino? Are we gonna do the dinosaur? Debate? I can do it. Am I doing Aussie right? No, I don't think so,
British.
but whatever. British? Sorry.
As a European.
I'm struggling. Pero diba, I can be, I wanna talk to Danielle about that. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
And then with Le Seraphim, si Yunjin, tama ba?
Yeah.
Yunjin?
Yunjin,
Hindi ko alam.
I love her.
Pero, feeling ko, mas ate pa siya kaysa sa
Yeah.
akin. There's something about her that's so ate na, alam mo yon. Pero alam ko she's much younger than me, but may ganon.
Yeah.
Parang may
May
ganong
ganon
klaseng
siyang vibe.
connection. So, naisip ko, maybe, just maybe, kaya din ako hindi nakakonect sa mga girl groups na alam ko when I enter this world nga. Kasi nga, iba yung alam kong binibigay nila. Like, I never really
Gets.
got to know them. Like, to a deeper level. And, nagkataon din kasi na bago lang tong mga New Jeans tsaka Le Seraphim. So, they're starting from scratch. Ang hirap kasi to start in the middle.
Mm.
Alam mo yun, when you have to catch up, it's a lot of time and effort to like,
Gets.
really get to know them.
Parang Luna.
Exactly.
Hirap
So,
sa
feeling
kaya,
ko rin
daming
naman,
ganap.
kaya feeling ko rin, kaya ako super, hindi naman stan, kasi I don't think ganun akong stan levels, but I would like to meet them. Yes, pero, stand enough to say na I like Le Seraphim and New Jeans a lot because they're new, they're
Yeah.
fresh off the hot press. So, ang
Yeah,
dami pang
gets.
pwedeng matutunan from them. Ang dami pang developments na pagdadaanan nila. And it's
Correct.
nice to go through the journey. And I think that's even real because now, sinusubaybayan ko yung Dream Academy.
Ooh.
And,
Yeah,
well, hindi
that's a
naman
post.
super intense. Pero kumbaga, I drop by every now and then kung may results or kung may performance. Onti pa lang naman yung mga content nila and all that. But anyway, I drop in and somehow I think it helps that you get invested kahit papano. Laking
Correct.
factor, of course, na meron tayong Filipina who's
For
involved.
sure.
Diba? Malaking factor na may
I-shout out
ibang...
natin siya. What's your name again? Sophia.
Sophia, there you go.
Yeah, I hope you make it.
Yeah.
And other nationality. So I guess may fresh factor kasi.
Correct.
And I think coming din from what you said, Pia, na for the longest time kasi ito yung itsura ng girl K-pop. Parang may certain
May
vibe.
certain look nga. Yeah, correct.
And yun nga, dahil hindi ako makarelate to it kasi hindi naman ako cute. Hindi naman ako
Mm.
sexy. The way they presented themselves, sexy. So,
Oo.
feeling ko nga kung umabot ako sa kasagsagan ng bago yung Blackpink and everyone was so in love with Blackpink,
Oo.
parang hindi ako, personality-wise, alam kong hindi ko sila, hindi same. Alam mo yon. So,
Gets.
I probably appreciate them enough, but not like yung now na I feel like, I can be friends with you. Alam mo yun, parang with the same way I feel with Le Seraphim and New Jeans nga.
New Jeans. Yeah.
But finally, yung last lang din, iisip ko rin din, I think, the image, maybe image has something to do with it, and probably the age. Kasi, you know how, anong group ulit nila, Sandara? Like, Sandara coming back, 21. Sandara coming back now with a new album, and like, 21 last year was like a lot of comeback after performance lang naman. Of them, diba, performing again as a group. It really made me realize, kasi when 21 was out there, and we were young, I couldn't like super... I didn't really appreciate them too at that time. Kasi nga, yung K-pop na pinapresent nila nun, even though strong, whatever na, it's still a sexy kind of, na alam ko hindi ako. Diba may sexy strong, sorry.
Okay.
I mean, it's still K-pop. They still have to alam mo yun, be that. And I never saw myself talaga as that eh. Parang, if I'm gonna see myself as a performer, it would be like, probably the solo singers, because they're the ones who don't have to dance. And,
correct. Yeah, super.
But anyway, when 21 was out and about last year, and this year with Dara, they aged eh. Even though they were singing their songs, their old songs, yung performance nila was a little bit more layered. I guess, mas na-feel ko na, okay, mas na-feel ko yung age closeness natin to age with them.
Yes.
Kasi, syempre they performed it age appropriate. And at the same time, medyo empowering kasi knowing that they're a little bit older now, but they're still doing that.
Correct.
This time around, it's empowering kasi if at that age, they're still doing that, I can do it too.
Correct.
So gets, may ganong connection na alam kong walang connection when we were younger.
Gets. So, kumbaga parang you stan a girl group or a female idol, I guess, based on how close or how you see yourself in them.
Yeah.
Or how you see yourself
Relatability,
in relating to them.
Yeah.
Relatability.
And it kind of makes sense eh. Kasi parang as a woman, I mean, we're all women.
Yeah. Gets.
I don't know if it's mean, but my standards are higher. Hindi naman
Oh my God,
standards.
girl. Like, that's like literally my thoughts before recording this. As in, when I was like going through the ano din, our outline. Kumbaga, parang trying to figure out what we're gonna talk about. Literally, as in, yan din yung iniisip ko. And I was like
Oo.
thinking, why do I put a higher standard on the women? Okay, maybe we can
Mm-mm.
like delve
Yeah,
into
later.
that
Oo.
a little bit later. Because that's a very interesting topic, actually.
Yeah.
Ako naman yung journey ko with K-pop girl groups actually started with Mamamoo. Kasi parang I wanted to stand a girl group. Naghanap ako. Kasi parang ako, hindi lang pwede BTS. Like, I can't have just like a male group that I will fawn over. Like, kailangan may counterpart yan. So, kaya ako nahanap yung Mamamoo kasi precisely what you said din, Mon, na parang like, I wanted to to be a fan of someone that I can relate to, na I can see myself with. And that was Mamamoo for me.
Mhm.
Kasi parang like, yung sabaw nila, parang sabaw ng BTS at parang sabaw ko.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo yun? And much like what Pia said din earlier, na parang hindi sila yung typical sexy-sexyhan. Si Pia ba nagsabi nun? Sexy-sexyhan kind of girl group. Alam mo yun? Parang they present themselves differently. Like, hindi sila Twice. I actually didn't like Twice
Actually,
at the
sila
start.
talaga yung yun yung award show na napanood ko and I remember watching them na parang
Oo.
hindi kayang magsabay-sabay. Ang simple nung choreo. I'm so sorry. I forget what award
Correct.
show that was. But like,
Oo,
series
oo.
yun eh. Silang dalawa, BTS and Twice lagi yung magkasama. And I really didn't
Oo.
like their performances.
And partida, ayaw natin kay Jonghyun. Kasi nga, di ba may issue si
At
Jonghyun
saka si
tsaka si
Jimin.
Jimin.
Yes. Yes, that too. But I
Oo.
was like willing naman to appreciate a performance for a performance.
Oo.
Pero yun, tsaka
Gets.
Espa, sorry, yun yung naalala ko eh. Espa, apat na nga lang kayo, ba't di kayo sabay-sabay? Mga
Oo.
ganyan.
Correct.
Anyway.
Correct. Totoo.
Hmm.
Totoo. In fair though, parang, okay, papatay tayo ng mga blinks. Pero totoo, opinion ko lang naman to. As in, nung nakita ko kasi yung mag-perform ang Blackpink, and when I say mag-perform ang Blackpink, mag-perform si Jennie. Diyos ko, Jennie girl. Ano ba yan? Konting,
Vitamins.
ano mo yun? Vitamins and
Supplements.
minerals, please. Alam mo yun. And then, I saw, like, how energetic Twice was in their
Now.
in their previous tour. As yun
Yeah.
talagang sobrang captured nila talaga lahat. As in yung
Yes.
Correct.
charisma ng mga babaeng to, ibang level. As in yung tipong engaging, alam mo yun, very much parang connected to their audience. Like parang,
Yeah.
girls, deserve nyo talaga yung world tour nyo na sold out. As in.
Yeah.
Ayun. So,
Possibly,
yun yung,
sorry, masingit ko
mm-mm.
lang dun sa baka naman naka-affect
Oo.
din yung pandemic kaya ganun yung performance nila nung sa
Oo.
yung award show na yun. Kasi like, wala
Oo.
talaga eh. Hindi talaga gumaganon eh.
Possibly.
Pero now that like, yun nga, when I see their fan cams of their tours, because
Oo.
audience really brings in a lot. So maybe that's what was
Correct.
lacking in that performance kaya And it wasn't just one, it was
Totoo.
several performances. But now, like,
Mm-mm.
okay, I get you Twice, I understand.
True. At alam naman natin sobrang affecting talaga yung sinabi na marami na parang ang weird na nagpo-perform sila para sa mga sa mga light stick.
Exactly.
Alam mo yun? Puro light stick lang na sa audience.
Exactly.
Sobrang ibang level ng pagkokongkok ng energy yun.
Yeah.
Kasi sobrang hirap. So, gets naman kung saan ang gagaling. Ayun. So, ayun. So, that's where my journey started. And right now, ako talaga I actively try to look for girl groups. And feeling ko kasi sobrang dami na ring content kasi ng girl groups ngayon na ang gagaling lang talaga nila in general. Alam mo yun? At ang dami nila. Parang for me, yun yung nakakahatak sa akin into this world. Kasi ang daming girl groups na sobrang active. And I think, for example, ano din ako alphas din ako. Alphas din ako.
Mhm.
XG, super love XG. I don't know if people would consider them K-pop. A lot of people don't consider them K-pop kasi parang they sing in English and they're Japanese. So parang di sila hulma doon. And they also see themselves more as an international group
Mhm.
more than just a K-pop group. So gets. But another group na I kind of like right now, but not super stan. Ayoko sa kanila dati because I can't relate to them. is IVE. Kasi I super duper love their
Ooh.
yung song nila, yung current
Yeah.
album nila.
Yeah, baddies.
Yung Off the Record tsaka Baddies,
Yeah.
sobrang jams.
Even
Tsaka yung
Kitsch,
isa,
I love Kitsch. Sobrang gems ko
Yeah,
yung
yeah.
Kitsch.
Ano yung isa nila, yung medyo mas, nila, melancholic song. Tangina, ano ba yan? Yung favorite ko.
But
Ba yan? Hirap
they really, they kind of deliver. I don't follow them, like, suddenly, I always listen kasi to that playlist, yung K-pop playlist, kung ano man yung drenop ng
Correct.
current. And every time they drop something new,
Oo.
palaging, oh, what's this? And then I check, oh, it's IVE. Parang it always catches my attention.
I super enjoy IVE as well, pero meron lang sila sa akin, I feel like whenever they perform, para silang third-gen girl group in terms of like concept, walang freshness
Gets.
factor lang siya sa akin. Although I enjoy their songs a lot. Pero yun yung parang kunwari, year-end award show when they won all that desangs, tas parang yung mga outfitan nila, parang, gosh, mukhang isa lang yung
Oo.
sastre, tapos nun, ubos na yung oras, tapos sige, bihisa na. And these girls are beautiful. Ano ba yan? Parang,
They are.
parang minsan dun lang ako na evolve din tayo sa mga, nag-evolve yung songs eh. Yung concept din, evolve natin ng konti. Parang may ganun lang ako sa
Oo.
Correct.
Ayun, nalaman ko na, yung favorite ko sa kanila ngayon is Either Way. So, sobrang, yung medyo nila, yung medyo cinematic kind of music video nila. Na I super duper love. Kasi I feel na parang they're trying something new. Na parang sobrang apart from their usual, parang hardcore kind of look that they tried out nung start. Alam mo, may ganun silang vibe. Hardcore, girly.
Oo.
I guess.
Oo.
In my
Girl
opinion.
crush ang sabi nilang concept.
Girl crush.
Girl
So, si Ann
crush.
Eugene ngayon, as na talagang Ann Eugene,
Ann
diba?
Eugene. Eugene.
Si Ann Eugene, as in sobrang pinupush talaga ngayon with her short hair.
My God, that is so
And
funny
all,
though
and
because
baggy
'di ba dun
pants.
sa Earth Arcade, as in
Oo.
sobrang kating-kati siya, gusto niya talagang magpagupit ng maikse. As in ginagawa niya excuse yung variety para magpagupit ng maikse.
Oo.
And then when I finally saw, as Fendi brand ambassador, parang dun pa yata niya dinebut yung hair niya, 'di ba?
I
Parang
don't
pagkita ko, parang,
know.
oh my God, dream come true si ate girl, nakapagpagupit na siya. Buti na lang
Push.
may concept na bagay.
In fairness, bagay sa kanya though.
Yeah.
Actually, bagay sa kanya yung whole girl crush
Yeah.
look. Alam mo yun? And speaking of girl crush, sinasabi nila yun yung bagong parang style nila of like marketing. Now, compared to like the second gen girl groups where they're always
Girlfriend.
Cute.
portrayed as like, girlfriend, very feminine. Alam mo, your typical, I guess,
Cute.
very cute, alam mo yun. And I
Or
think,
sexy lang.
kasi, sexy, cute, ganun, alam mo yun. Parang ngayon, parang they're really trying out like having these like girl crushes persona in each group para
Mm-mm.
to really bring in like loyalty sa fans. Kasi as you mentioned nga earlier, di ba? Parang bakit ba tayo nagbo-boy group? Kasi may mga type tayo doon. Alam mo
Yeah.
yun? Parang we're like emotionally invested in them. That's why we buy stuff from them. And that's why the boy groups are actually earning more than the girl groups, even if the girl groups are heard
Charting.
more
Oo.
or are charting. So actually, yung parang medyo sad discrepancy dito. Kasi parang the girl groups are actually like putting out like a lot of songs that are always on the charts. But at the end of the day, they're the past girl groups, what I mean. Parang they're not bringing in all the cash. Alam mo yun. The boy groups are.
Because it's
And-
the women who have the power of the purse. So, ang mga babae lang
Correct.
naman din talaga yung
Mm.
mga nagagastos sa ganyan. But I
Oo
feel
nga
like
eh.
kasi bawi naman
Mm.
yung mga girl groups when it comes to tours and all of that. And like ambassadorships. Ang dami din naman nilang mga ganong mga opportunities. Although kanina, naisip ko lang din when you mentioned about yung dating mga concept ng mga girl group na parang yung mga mas cutie-cutie, sexy-sexy, ganyan.
Oo.
Because I remember like sa mga variety rin na panood ko or even like Descendants of the Sun kasi malaking factor din because 'di ba it's mandated for them, for the boys to go to the military, and they always have like these performances for them. And syempre yung girl group talaga lagi yung mga pinapa-perform sa ganon because just to boost the morale of these boys. And parang lagi din pag may mga tao na who look back to their time in the military na napapanood ko, lagi nilang
Oo.
naaalala na everybody in their room, we were all watching yung performance nitong girl group na to, nitong girl group na yan. Because I feel,
Oo.
baka ganun kasi kaya ganun yung pagka-concept because it was marketing to them and hindi naman din makakagastos masyado yung mga naka-enlist. So, paano rin sa
Correct,
mga
correct.
ka-support? But I feel like that's a huge factor kasi talagang dun yung mga performances nila na nakikilala talaga sila nationwide sa Korea.
I mean, Brave Girls, 'di ba? I mean, doon sila kumbaga lumaki
Yeah.
in a way bago sila talagang lumaki in the general public sense. Which brings me to the fact na parang, yun nga, girl groups, parang aside from yun nga, parang yung mga military and all that, talagang they're really catered to like the general public. People who are not really much into K-pop, but they like the sound of girl groups. I mean, it's an easier listen, and honestly. Like ako, for example, like, kaya rin ako napasok dito sa current girl group Rise na to, is because the songs are just so danceable and the dances are just so easy.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo yun? Sobrang dali lang
Yeah.
sakyan. So, parang like, TikTok na talk talaga yun. Ta, ta, ta. As in, yun dun talaga ako unang sumakay. Na parang, I guess for girl groups, it's just like, it's just the easier route. I mean, sadly lang, hindi lang sila, they're not just getting all the album sales. Kasi currently ngayon, parang yung top pa rin is
17 and
17,
Stray Kids.
EXT, Stray Kids,
And
alam mo
Hypen.
And
yun?
I guess it
And
depends na lang
Hypen.
on what's more important to them. I mean, right
Hmm.
now, honestly, I feel like, you know how, like, for
But
example,
is
17.
it more important to have money in
No,
this
no.
whole scheme of
Like,
things?
in terms of like, ang dami kasing criteria, ang daming ways to see
Oo.
kung sino yung successful. Like, for example, so 17 has been topping the charts now. And because,
Yeah.
syempre, as a 17 stan, mas marami akong fina-follow ng mga accounts on
Hmm.
17, right? And then they always push for, yeah, because of this much number of sales, blah, 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 record breaking
Oo.
here and there,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. They're all great. But, I mean, for me, that's one way of, sorry, they're all great and I feel like kaya lagi siyang minimension is because
Hmm.
proud tayo sa boys, proud sila sa boys na, you know, they're rising, they're like, they made it, you know, they're
Oo.
still going up. And it's great. But sometimes it makes me think, parang, but that's just one way of, like, thinking, one way of, like, saying na they made it. I mean, there are other
Hmm.
ways kasi, like, and it really, I guess, for me, at least, it depends na rin on people, like your question nga, parang, what if for some of these artists, parang ang mas nagmamatter sa kanila is that they reach people or that gets the fact
Hmm.
that they have fans and then they can focus on
Oo.
the fans. That's more than enough. And the charts don't
Hmm.
matter. Kasi,
Hmm.
I mean, kung ako rin yung artist, sa totoo lang, hindi ko rin, okay, charts matter because they really boost your morale, right? I mean, as any artist or any person, kahit nga employee ka, alam mo yon, ma-award ka ng Employee of the Month, gets, parang moral yan eh. So, it helps you, it boosts you, it pushes you
Hmm.
to keep on going. So, I think
Oo.
that'll always be important. But, kumbaga, it shouldn't be, parang there's also a danger, I guess, on relying on that. Or at least, kumbaga, kailangan din to broaden it and like think na there are other ways also of like boosting yourself or like congratulating yourself. It doesn't have to be like
Yung,
labels necessarily.
Ako, just to
yung akin kasi, sige, si Pia. Sige, go Pia.
just to add to yung parang feeling ko kasi, the thing is here is that the charts, the album sales, these are the things that are
Hmm.
measurable. Kaya mas madali natin
Correct.
sabihin na successful siya kasi nandyan na yung numbers, alam natin.
Oo.
But then,
Oo.
parang, when you said na parang hindi lang yon yung nung mga success nila, like, exactly that, because yun nga, like the ambassadorships, like kunwari, si Eugene, she was
Hmm.
like one of the top 10 who brought in a lot of sales, or parang, like,
Parang impressions.
more of the
something like
impressions
that.
because of her
Hmm.
representing Fendi. I mean, Obviously,
Mm.
Ive is Ive. Pero because of the other things na parang siguro madali nating sabihin na, okay, the boy groups, kumikita sila sa albums, tapos yung mga girl groups ang nag-chart. Pero hindi lang naman din yun yung kinukunan nila ng pera. At least nowadays, I wouldn't know about like yung dating mga
In the
Back
generations.
past,
then.
yeah.
But like right now,
Oo.
because they have all these opportunities, just one post on Instagram, they could already earn individually outside of
Mm.
their work as a group. I think malaki na
Yes,
rin yung
oo.
measure kung gaano din ba sila ka-successful outside of the charts and the albums.
Like, super gets. And I think siguro, now that you mentioned yung difference, kasi ako rin hindi ko rin alam kung ano yung situation in terms of like, parang ambassadorships before. Parang it doesn't actually feel like it was a thing with any group at all. Parang it's only recent na parang, kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng parang influencer kind of idols. Like, Blackpink
Mm.
kind of started it. Alam mo
Yeah.
yun? And then BTS, and then eventually everyone else got into the game, like, regardless of kung girl group or boy group siya. So, parang interesting na bring up mo siya. Parang for me kasi ambassadorship, it's not just about monetary gain. Kumbaga parang it's also giving status to
Yeah,
the brand, which
exactly.
is their group. So, parang feeling ko, in terms of like the value of the group itself, tumataas siya kung may ambassadorship sila. At
Mm.
tumataas din yung sales nila with everything
Mm.
else. Like, alam mo yun? And but I appreciate the fact still na parang there's a change, I guess, in terms of like going back into like the whole girl group sphere in terms of how they market it. It is really
Mm.
changing. Alam mo yun? Like, pag may ambassadorship kasi parang you instantly assume na may following sila.
Yeah,
Kaya ka may
yeah,
ambassador. Kasi yung mga nakasunod sa kanila, susunod sa brand.
exactly.
Yeah. Yun
Na
naman yun eh.
ambassador
Yun naman
nila.
yung
Oo.
Yeah.
competition dun, di ba, usually?
Correct. Yun naman din. Oo, parang may gano'n naman, diba? So, parang, going back na lang din to, the questions that we have and all that stuff. Um, Parang, what do you guys think about, like, how these girl groups are being marketed now? So, with this new generation of girl groups, parang what for you is different from how they are presented nowadays? And what do you like about it?
Ako yung sobrang nagustuhan ko with New
Mm,
Jeans in particular is that, 'di ba para silang they came out of nowhere, suddenly parang boom, nandito na
mm,
sila. And I
correct.
had no idea, I just watched one of their contents na yun pala talaga yung naging strategy nila. Parang when they were brainstorming, what is gonna be our teaser before we launch the group? And then I don't know if it was Hanny or Danielle who brought up like, what if our concept is no teaser? So no teaser,
Mm,
naglabas lang sila ng songs. As in parang ang galing lang na parang these kids of thinking out of the box, and that was really so effective
correct.
kasi parang with
Mhm,
such a great catchy song that to this very
mhm.
day I would still love to listen to like yung mga hype boy. I mean, I still love it, 'di ba?
Correct.
Parang
Correct.
hindi siya naluluma pa
Oo.
rin sa utak ko na with a great song like that and bigla nilang ayan na sila. So, parang sobrang ang cute lang din. Although meron ako biglang naisip when you were mentioning that kasi like for example with Le Sserafim, we have si
Mm,
Cheon, Sakura, who were already idols before and then nag-re-debut. And
correct.
then even with IVE, we have Wonyoung and Eugene, who were also idols na
Mm,
before and then biglang, bakit kaya sa girls, no,
correct.
madaming ganun? Although to be fair, kasi maganda rin yung strategy because they already have a following, people who want to
Yeah,
see them
yeah.
Yeah.
again, and then now that they're
Mm,
relaunched, those people are now following the new groups. Is that like part of a
correct.
strategy as well? Or ganun lang din ba kaiksi yung lifespan ng girl groups na biglang nawawala tapos i-repackage ka tapos i-debut ka ulit? Wala
Oo
lang,
nga,
bigla ko lang
actually.
naisip.
Yan
Sa
ang
boy
gusto.
groups ba may mga
Wala
gano'n? May mga
masyado.
gano'n ba? Wala masyado,
Not
'no?
with the
Parang
big
Yan ang
only
groups we're
girl
standing
groups.
right now.
Oo.
Yun ang gusto kong makita kasi I think we mentioned this before yung sa Mick episode. Ang
Mm,
girl groups may tanning. Like when they
correct.
reach a
Yun nga,
certain
eh.
age, basically their group dies because
Oo.
or or something like that. And if
Mm,
right now, I feel like people are more open to older idols, I guess even women.
Mm.
mm,
So what I want to see, and it's something that I guess we'll see in the next few years pa,
mm,
is if these women nga who are, kasi right now they're still of age,
mm.
pero kung papasok ba tayo sa kind of world na kahit na umabot sila ng 30s, that they're
Oo.
still present. I mean,
Yeah.
we have brave girls who are now baby girls who are on the older side, but they're not as popular. And I guess because they're from the older generation, hindi pa natin nafe-feel yung um
But
hindi natin masyadong nakita yung popularity decline nila kasi
Mm.
technically hindi rin sila yung super naging
yeah.
up there, alam mo yun?
Oo.
So yun yung gusto ko makita now kasi ang daming ang mga girl groups na who are up there
Yeah.
and if they're gonna stay.
But kasi
Or
yung
is it
syempre
Pero
yung
yun
mga
nga
naging moms
yung
na naging family so nag-disband, 'di ba? But we have
Oo.
Lioli
Mm-mm.
na nagkaka-comeback lang niya
Oo.
and she's still so freaking
Yeah.
hot, 'di ba? And of
Yeah.
course,
Correct.
Boa is still
Oo.
there. So madami,
Yeah.
tas parang nagka-show sila nila Wasa, 'di ba? All of them these
Yeah.
parang
Yeah,
and then
oo.
they
Yung
toured.
traveling something
Yeah.
'Di ba they toured and
yung mga
nagpa-perform pa rin
divas.
sila. So I feel like syempre at a certain
Mm.
age kung mag-disband, pero kung gusto pa rin nila mag-perform, they're still doing that. And thank you that,
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
ang ganda na reception.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
I think to answer that, feeling ko, parang yun nga yung difference na kailangan i-answer now. The boy groups have a very strong fan base. Like, for example, Brave Girls came in. I mean, but then they also came in parang already like in the middle of their careers, alam mo yun.
Or
But
pa-ending pa nga eh.
pa-ending. They were actually considering disbanding na nga bago
Yeah.
lumabas yung Rolling, 'di ba? Nagkaroon siya ng second life. Pero the thing is, even with that second life, they weren't able to maintain that kind of fandom. And the fandom really, parang, if you have a strong fandom, you will last longer. Parang, I mean, yun talaga yung key. So, I think that's what they're trying to parang correct, I guess,
Mhm.
nowadays. Kasi they see the value of the fandom. I mean, BTS, shit, I mean, yung fandom ng, yung ARMY, sobrang lakas na para talagang naangat nila yung BTS to a level that no other group until now can even follow. I
Or
mean,
even,
17
yeah.
maybe is up there, Stray Kids, but not quite there
And
yet.
just to mention as well, like EXO, kasi syempre, isa dun sa mga tanning is
Mm.
kapag pinakasal na, kapag nagkaanak na.
Oo.
Pero sa EXO, ang
Correct.
dami na sa kanilang mga tatay may anak na, 'di ba? But then the
Correct.
EXO-Ls are
Oo.
They're
still
still
there. So
strong.
like, sana ito na yung
Oo,
revolution at wag
exactly.
tayo maging sexist na sa mga lalaki lang magiging ganun.
Correct. Correct.
Oo, totoo yan. Pero ang question nga is, what are they doing differently now that will make sure that the fandom that will ensure the longevity of these groups will be there? So, parang, yun yung gusto kong malaman.
Mm-mm.
Parang, am I slowly being, as we're talking about it now, is this part of that marketing ploy to bring me closer to a girl group that I will actually stand them for a long period of time and actually buy stuff from them and, really watch their concerts? I mean, yun ang tanong.
I guess it's a no.
Mm-mm.
Probably the key talaga is to like really make sure that you don't lose your bond with your fandom. I
Mm-mm.
mean, look at the course.
The course.
They're so much older now. They just came back here to Manila. They
Oo.
performed how many nights? All sold out. I mean, matatanda na rin yung mga audience niya. Pero
Oo.
kumbaga, we grew up with them. And like,
Oo.
binabalik-balikan pa rin natin sila and all that. So,
Mm-mm.
hopefully, ganun din yung mangyari. Ay, well, nasabi nga naman ni Pia na mukha namang ganun talaga. Pero minsan kasi
Mm-mm.
inisip ko, I don't know theory ko lang to, I might be wrong. But what if then a lot of girl groups of the earlier generations, kaya
Mm.
then they don't return or, they kind of stop. I mean, of course, them deciding to follow the family life or, following a
Yes,
different path for them. Pero what
Mm.
if, kasi honestly, kaya din hindi ako super nainganyo sa K-pop girl GGs before. Kasi nga, it feels like it's a cookie cutter
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Correct, oo.
Whereas now, the way they're marketed, ang sobrang
Mm-mm.
lakas na nung individual personalities. Like, in every
Yes.
single girl group now, like, labas na, oh, si girl number 1 is like this, si girl number 2 is like that. Alam mo yun, they
Yeah.
super,
Correct.
like, kung anong ginawa ng Spice Girls before,
Exactly.
finally, ginagawa nila ngayon. Di
Oo,
ba?
Yes, yes.
So, hopefully, because of that, because they feel like, because hopefully these artists will feel like because they can do whatever they want somehow
Mm.
according to what they can do, who they are, etc., that will like encourage them to keep on going.
Yeah.
Alam mo yon, so that we
Mm.
will still have a relationship with them until the end.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, ibang ano na rin, ibang conversation na rin yung if they decide to stop because they're exhausted because their work is so exhausting. So
Correct. Totoo yan.
we just have to forgive
Mm.
them if they just wanna stop na and like seek a calmer
Totoo naman
alam mo
yun.
yun, employment kind of
Mm-mm.
occupation because the bones don't get any younger. Alam mo yun.
May
Correct.
sinabi
I guess
si
same
Yung...
with
Ay,
boy groups din. I mean,
Oo.
that goes for
Yeah.
them as well.
Yeah.
may sinabi si Yoongi dun sa last niya na Suchita with Taemin. Sobrang cute. But anyway, I think he said this also na before na sabi nila, ang trabaho natin as singers actually is we
Mm.
sell memories. Yun yung sabi niya. And I think
Oh, that's
that's,
so
Mm.
right?
nice.
As in sobrang, anyway, madiderail ako. But like, I think maybe that's what comes with marketing to the fandom. Because
Mm.
what I've realized with K-pop as well, diba, it's all about the community. Meron din tayong mga core
Mm-mm.
memory as a community. Like, you know that this,
Mm.
kunwari, gosh, this song came out right now. This song came out, si Songchul, hindi siya kasama sa, yung parang may mga ganun kang mga memories na
Yes.
naaalala, diba? So like, if you
Oo.
really target it to the fandom and kasi iba rin yung individual memories if that song really connected to
Mm.
you and really made you feel a certain way. Pero yung yung
Mm.
collective feeling then with the people in the community, I think yun yung
Mm.
mas malakas and magdodraw talaga ng mga tao. And with the girl groups kasi yun nga, medyo may pagka-fickle, I guess, because fickle ng audience since marketing to the general public, it's easy for them to
Mm.
just go from one to the other. Like, hindi
Correct.
mo napapakihan kung ano man yung nangyayari kapag hindi pa nagka-comeback yung group mo. But then, like,
True.
if you get that loyalty and you have that, the selling of those memories nga.
Parang may story na siya
Oo,
eh.
'di ba? Mas kakapit
Oo.
ngayon yung mga
Mm.
tao.
Oo. Which is why I like yung either way talaga ng IVE. I mean, and to think na hindi ko sila gusto. Kasi parang, I'm trying to recall kung meron bang ibang girl groups that had the same song. Pero kasi yung song kasi, a lot of fans relate to IVE's personal experience of being, they're like they're the most loved and most hated group. Alam mo yun?
Exactly. Yeah.
Parang may ganun. So, and then that song relates so much to the fans. Kasi kumbaga parang they feel like it's an insight towards the group struggle of being those people, the most loved, most hated. So parang kumbaga yung song means like, either way, however which way you wanna see me, I will push forward. Parang ganun. And it becomes such an emotional song that the fans latch onto that because they feel the artist more.
Yeah.
And actually, tama ka nga. I feel like, siguro sa girl group, parang yun nga, yung songs sila are catered so much to the general public na it has to be like a certain fizzy way. Alam mo yun? Very summer. Alam mo yun? Parang ganun usually na feel ko. But now that they're kind of going towards there are groups that go towards these directions na a little bit more emotional. Like how we are with boy groups. Alam mo yun? Na parang we latch onto them because parang they make us feel like we are part of their lives, their
Yeah.
stories as well. So I appreciate na may ganun. Like New Jeans, I find it so interesting. Someone pointed this out, I read it, na parang with New Jeans videos, hindi New Jeans ang bida. Ikaw ang bida sa music video ng New Jeans. Yung experience. Parang they're always at the background, di ba? Kinakantahan ka nila. Or parating may main person.
Oh, hindi
may main
siyang
actor
ganda-gandahan na, alam mo yun,
Hindi siya ganda-gandahan. So, ang story ng New Jeans to you is, they are the background to your life. Parang ganun yung dating.
Ganda.
So,
ano?
kaya may ganun kang feel tuloy. Parang their
They're
songs
there to be the soundtrack.
are the soundtrack.
of your
Exactly.
life.
Ay, nag-mind melt
That's so
tayo.
nice.
Diba?
I
So,
love
parang
that.
interesting.
I
Parang,
mean,
parang
there's nothing,
no?
there's nothing wrong with beauty shots and alam mo yun, showcase because these women are all beautiful.
Yeah.
All these
Yeah.
GGs, diba?
Mm-mm.
But like, somehow you know that they're selling their beauty.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun?
Oo.
Which I don't mind.
Correct.
I mean, if it
Oo.
means celebrating beauty, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero parang I like that New Jeans has a different approach to it.
Ganda.
Because
Correct.
like, I mean, gets
Mm-mm.
without showcasing, without, yun nga, beauty shots.
Oo.
May beauty shots pa rin naman. Kasi kahit pa paano, kahit na background dancer, ganda-gandahan pa rin naman, ang gaganda pa rin nila.
Correct.
Pero kumbaga, hindi yung Yung mga ganon. Sorry, manood
Oo,
kayo ng
hindi mo
video
story.
para
Correct.
nakikita niyo kung anong ginagawa ko.
Correct.
Parang,
Oo.
imagine, hindi sila maganon, pero
Mm-mm.
ganda tayo sa kanila.
I love
Alam
that
mo
so
yun?
Correct.
much. Ang ganda.
Honestly, like for example, like ako, mapa-controversial niya kunwari, controversial. Like for example, Queen Card is such a hit. It's such a
Yeah.
hit. Pero it's about like this, it's about them. May ganun.
Yeah.
Parang like, pagod na ako na kayo yung Queen Card, tapos kailangan ako maging kayo. Alam mo yun? Ayoko na. Ako
Gets.
naman,
Gets.
pag-usapan naman natin ako. So, parang na-appreciate ko na parang, nung nakita ko yung post na yun, na parang, oh my God, oo nga, no? Parang they're never in the center of the story. They're always just in the background.
Yeah.
And their song is your soundtrack.
I love that.
Interesting.
But
That's
in
so
defense
nice.
of Idol as well, kasi naman,
Mm-mm.
grabe din naman yung mga pinagdaanan ni Soyeon for her to be able to be where she is right now. Like, she was
Mm-mm.
once named as like the ugliest girl idol. Parang, as in, gano'n
I heard
namang...
about
Super
that.
sakit.
Oo, swear,
I
as in,
heard
ganun
about that,
talaga yung
yeah.
ano sa kanya. So, like, I mean, right now,
Ugly.
deserve naman niya yung mga ano. So, go Soyeon. I love
Correct.
her.
Mm-mm.
I like
Deserve
her.
naman. Oo.
I think
And
going back,
she writes, diba?
Yeah, she's the one who
who makes her
produces.
songs.
Yeah.
parang
Oo.
siya
So, I
yung
mean, if
woozy nila,
Yeah.
diba?
correct. I appreciate that.
And I
Actually.
think going back to what you were saying before, parang yung GGs, their
Mm-mm.
songs, they're meant for the general public. Parang, kumbaga,
Mm-mm.
hype. In a way that's like, back then yung mga GGs of before that we know. It's really, it's because when we see, I guess, beautiful women, we want to be happy, or alam mo yun yung
Oo.
thing sa general public. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and maybe, just maybe, because of that, yung Queen card nga, there's nothing wrong if, like, that's how it makes you feel.
Correct.
Diba?
Oo.
But it's
Ano?
nice lang din. And same with, sorry, yung Stacy, yung teddy bear. Such an earworm. I swear to God, like, I can't believe it's stuck in my head na kind of song. Alam mo yun. Anyway, but it's nice now that hindi lang sila puro ganun na. May iba ng options.
May iba ng options. Kailangan din naman ng ganun eh. I mean, for example, 17. God of Music, fine, it's like relates to us. You know, fans very much because, I mean, sa lyricism and stuff. But it's also very easy to listen.
Yeah.
So, parang may ganun silang songs. But at the same time, they also have like their other songs. Like, yon. Alam mo yon? Na parang not necessarily like radio-friendly kind of songs. But it's not targeted, of course, there. It's targeted to the fans.
Yeah.
So, having that kind of diversity in terms, not even diversity. I think that's a wrong term. Kasi diversity feels like it's so manufactured. But I feel like maybe they're showing themselves more. I feel like going back to Mon's statement earlier, na parang you set the girl groups at such a higher standard. Parang ako super same. Alam mo yun? Na parang I feel like I ask for more because as women, I feel like they represent so much more. Kaya ako nagsistan ng mga like strong girl groups. Kasi parang yun yung iniisip kong way to counter all these like patriarchal channeling. Alam mo yun? To be a strong woman. But understanding actually the groups more. Like for example, Twice. Like it's only like this year na parang I really started to really like them. Na parang there's also a power in like leaning towards your femininity. Alam mo yun? Parang getting into that. So, a mix of both worlds. Ano pa nga. Alam mo yun. And as we've been telling kanina, parang you can go general public and you can also have songs that really cater to the hearts of your fandom.
Yeah.
And will make them stronger.
To the beating of your heart.
To the
As an
beating
individual.
of their hearts. Okay, sorry. Meron akong isang question. Parang I want to know actually your statements. Because when I read about this, parang, what will the girls think about this? Okay. So, there's this senior researcher from Circle Chart. So, his name is, talagang sinabi natin yung pangalan niya. Like, kilala ko ba siya? Hindi. Kaya lang masabi na tunay ako nagbasa. Pangalan niya is si Kim Jin-woo. Ang sabi niya, business-wise, the K-pop market may even be changed where it becomes meaningless to distinguish between boy bands and girl groups. Marketing strategy-wise, I think. So, what do you guys think about that?
Again, so parang magiging same strategy ng boy group and girl group
Parang
in terms of
ganon,
marketing.
oo. Yes, correct.
Yung lumalabas nga na ganun eh. Kasi kumbaga,
Mm.
nakaka-K-pop na yung girl groups now. Kung ano yung ginagawa ng boy groups now, ginagawa na rin ng girl groups now. Parang may ganun. Tama ba yung pagkaintindi ko?
Tama naman, oo. Kasi parang kumbaga he's coming from, yun nga, yung mga girl groups kasi they're marketed towards the general public. Parang they're always like stuck with this like sexy cutie-cutie image, ganyan. So parang ngayon, parang how they're marketed is different na. Yun. So it will become kumbaga parang the strategy will be the same regardless of what the group is.
Mhm.
It's so hard for me to comment on this because I don't know how these groups market. Present generation or kahit yung mga older generation, parang hindi ko din talaga alam. Although, parang just looking back with, for example, Le Seraphim, sobrang nagustuhan ko na meron sila nung parang documentary when they started because that immediately
Ooh,
gives you
yeah.
that connection to them. And just
Yeah.
how impressive naman kasi this lineup of girls. Like, hindi na talagang
Correct,
deserve nila yung documentary. And just looking back, like, ang dami din kasing mga boy groups na ganun din yung start, 'di ba? Parang with 17 din, 'di ba? They had that
Ay,
pre-debut.
correct.
So, gusto mo na
Shining
sila, 'di
diamond.
ba?
Oo.
Gusto mo na talaga sila bago pa sila mag-debut and you get to know them. So, in terms of that, like, I think it's very effective. And kasi, the thing about girl groups is that you could market it to both girls and boys. As opposed to boy
Correct.
groups. Oo, may mga lalaki na nagsusupport ng boy groups. Pero, hindi sila kasing stans as girls would be. Or maybe the day will come that they would openly celebrate how much they love other boy groups, but not like girl groups na easily, kahit na lalaki o babae nagsabi na gusto nila siya, they would proudly say it. So parang, if they go through that direction, sobrang wow na, wala na, ubos na, sila na talaga yung magdo-dominate ng lahat. And I would love to see it. I would love to see that happen. Hello levels Taylor Swift, 'di ba? Like anybody would say that they love Taylor Swift
Correct.
regardless of gender.
Exactly.
Kung maabot yun
That's
ng mga
true.
girl groups,
That's
wow.
true. What would it take for you to stan a girl group more than a boy group?
Time and money.
Time.
Ang hirap eh.
Bakit time and money? Ah,
Ang
okay.
hirap eh. First time, kasi kapag nagsastan ako, buo, aalamin ko lahat. And nung,
Kung kunyari, like, girl group, tapos parang nakalimutan mo na yung 17. Would there ever be a group that would make you say, ayok? I mean, 17, tabi ka muna sandali.
if I had the time nga, yun, ako, kasi
Time pa rin
timing talaga na pandemic kasi nung BTS 17, ang dami kong oras
Gets.
to get into
Gets,
them
gets.
as much as I am right now. So like,
Okay.
kung merong like for example, yun nga, Luna, parang kung meron akong well, pandemic din nun, sa bagay. But I
Correct.
feel like yun lang, kung meron akong magustuhan tapos bubuhusan ko siya ng same na oras. If I had that kind of like, liberty, then probably. Pero right now, di ba,
G-bells.
parang sinabi din ni Sol dami din niyang sinastan, pero walang oras hirap.
Correct. Kaya lang isa.
Oo, isa lang yung kakayanin mo na pinaka-i-alt. So
Totoo
if I
yan.
had like, maybe in an alternate universe, yun na naman. Na
Oo.
madami siyang
Oh, yeah.
oras
Oo nga,
na
what if?
mag-stand lang forever.
What
Correct.
if?
Di go.
What would it take? Pero what would it take?
So, like I said, yung magaganda mag-perform. As in, performance naman talaga. And then, syempre, yung chemistry din nila as a group. Like, if I had
Chemistry
more
as a
time
group.
as well,
Factor.
ang dami, di ba, Le Seraphim has like their variety and New Jeans also. Hindi ko naman napapanood But if I had all the time in the world, I would.
You would. Okay.
Correct.
Simon.
Honestly, I mean, one of my uses for K-pop is to get my mind off. I mean, to be in a different world, in a sense na, I mean, women, I'm surrounded by great women. I have you guys. I have so many girlfriends. I have sisters. Alam mo yun, I have aunts. I feel like, because standing a group kasi, it really feels like you're being with friends, right?
Yes.
It's like you're growing up with friends. On pag delulu nights, lovers. Pero, alam mo yun, in general, friends.
Every day is delulu.
Okay.
Walang oras na pinipili.
Wala. Kaya tanghaling tapat yan. Go.
Diba? So the groups that you stand, they're your friends. And I feel like kasi filled na yung I mean, I'm sure there's space for it. But I'm so content with my girlfriends, kumbaga, my girl community.
Interesting.
And even though I also have a lot of guy friends, parang yung mundo naman ng boy groups na binibigay sa akin. I mean, my guy friends won't do that.
Hindi sila magpapakita ng abs
Hindi
sa'yo.
sila
habang
gaganon.
nagbabody
Hindi
roll.
sila sasayaw.
Oo.
Hindi sila magbabody rolls. Alam mo yun?
Correct.
So it's a different kind of people that I've never really met. Or maybe yes, kasi kahit pa paano, we're like, we have a performance background, blah, blah, blah. But it's not a lot. It's just piling-pili. Alam mo yun?
Correct.
So boy groups really put me in a different world, and that's why I like it. That's why I like standing them. So in as much as I know there are so many great girl groups out there and who will come pa. Pero I mean, I will appreciate them with open arms. But yun nga, with my use for K-pop, I just feel like hindi ko matatanggal na it'll be girl groups above boy groups.
Above the boy
Parang
groups.
ganon.
Gets. Super gets.
Relate.
Shucks. Ako, ang hirap. And very true then to what you said. It's still a very hard question. Parang, they have to be the Spice Girls. As in yung Spice Girls level. And kailangan, kung girl group lang isa-stand ko, lahat ng boy groups tsaka. Parang ganun. Alam mo yun? Ang hirap kasi katapat mo, female fantasy. Parang hindi magagawa yun sa akin ng girl group. I mean, nagkaroon ako ng moment na parang akala ko tibuna ako for Moonbyul. Alam mo yun? Parang ako like, sabi ko sa kapatid ko, girl, affected ka rin ba ni Moonbyul? Tapos sabi niya, oh my God, ako din. Parang, okay, thank God. Akala ko lang. Akala ko tibuna ako, which is not bad. But it's just a very confusing situation. Alam mo yun? But, ayun. So, like, iba talaga ang female fantasy. So, I will appreciate them. I really do still appreciate them. I mean, right now, alam mo yun, and all the beautiful things that they have done recently. But, yun nga, isang malaking, hadlang ang ating, pheromones. But, of course, before we end this episode, alam niyo naman, we always end with a game. And once again, ibabalik po natin ang ating mind-melding game.
Kaya na ba natin? Totoo na ba to?
Kaya ka ba? Oh
Totoo
my
na
God.
to. I think, totoo na to. Okay. Actually, kayo na pa tayo nagma-mind meld. Napansin ko. Maraming mga mind melding sa episode na to. Ang goal of this game is to get to one word as fast as you can. Okay, so 2 people will be participating. So we'll have 2 participants. Not all of us will play, so 2 at a time lang tayo. 2 people will think of a random word. And then, they will try as much as they can to get to the same word.
Okay.
Yung paulit-ulit. Okay. So, yon. They will have to associate both words to a new word, and they will have to repeat until they say the same thing. Okay, ang goal nito is, ng mind melding na to, is to create the one to Sarang Girl Group. Sakto talaga, pare-pares na yung outfit. We will have 3 rounds, okay? Ang first round natin is we have to get to our girl group name.
Okay.
Our second round is we have to get to our album's name. Our debut album's name. Okay.
Pero one word lang lahat to, no?
Hindi naman necessary. Parang remember before. Parang before, parang kahit na 2 words, ganun. Basta, as long as magkatugma kayo. Regardless, 2 words, 1 word. I mean, milagro kung magkatugma kayo at 3 words. I mean, that's like the ultimate mind melding. If you do, then that would be so amazing. Okay. Alright. And then the last is, we will have to get to our fandom name.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, first we will start with Pia and Mon. Second round will be Trency and Pia. And then third round is Mon and Trency.
Okay.
Okay. Monica and Pia, nakasalalay sa inyo ang ating
Oh my
girl
God.
group name. Kaya galingan nyo.
Boston.
Oh my God! Ang hirap.
USA.
Na-stress na ako. Hanggang
Tiramisu.
bukas, wala tayong pangalan.
Yung unang tanong, guys. Okay, right. I will count. In 3, 2, 1, and meld. Any word.
Bright colors.
Diamond.
Okay. Exciting. Na-excite ako.
Sapphire.
Blue.
Oh! Ang lapit na. Ang lapit na. Ang lapit na. Excite ako.
Go.
Turquoise.
Gems.
Oh my God! Ugh! That was in my head.
Magkaka-girl
Okay.
group name na tayo.
I know.
Turquoise, gems. Gems. Baka may iba pang gems. I don't know.
Crystal.
Hologram.
Hologram!
Ay, crystal to hologram, girl. Gems to hologram.
Gem and the
si
hologram.
Gem and the holograms kasi.
Gem and the holograms.
Shit.
Okay, gets.
Okay.
Doon ka pala pumunta.
Ano yung sabi mo?
Crystal.
Crystal.
We can go crystal direction or hologram direction.
Oo nga eh. Go.
Misfits.
Shiny. Naging shiny din. May banda ng ganun.
Correct. Nuna daw may epo.
Misfits.
Gold.
90s.
In fairness,
Mm.
maraming gold noong 90s.
Mhm.
Galing Saudi.
24 karat.
Karat.
So, ang girl group name natin ay Carats.
Lagyan natin 24 para maiba. It's still
Kasi-
very us.
kasi
as carats. Pero 24 din.
24-hour carats tayo.
Ah.
From 1 to Sarang.
So, Sarang. Okay, kami naman ni Pia.
Ah, tayo
What
ba?
is our first album name? Kaya natin to.
Okay.
Any word. At least meron tayong 24 karat
Oo.
na pwedeng angkoran, diba? In 3, 2, 1.
Twinkle.
Jewelry.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Okay. Oh,
Ang bilis!
nakasalalay sa inyong dalawang fandom name nating mga 24 carats.
Ang ating first album ay Diamond.
Correct.
Grabe, sobrang lakas mga tita ng album na to. Ako lang ba?
Oo, kailangan nating i-invite yung
Pang
solid
RJ.
gold dancers.
Doon siya mapunta. Okay, let's go on. Ang ating
Okay.
fandom name. Okay.
Shit. Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, and
Rings.
bronze.
Okay. Metal.
Engagement.
Naisip ko rin yun. Dapat una ko sasabihin.
Oh,
Talaga? Shit! Paano fandom name natin engagement?
Bibigyan natin sila ng mga ments.
Oo. So, ano sabi mo?
Metal.
Metal. Okay, metal. 1, and
Silver.
Uri Silver Dul! Or as Koreans,
Silverdul.
Subodul.
Oh, Sibudul. Okay, so there we go. That is our girl group. Our girl group is 1, 2, 3, and
24
24
carats.
carat. 24 carat. Our first album is called Diamond. And our our fandom is the Silver
Silver Dul.
Silverdul.
Because, sarang, hey, ho, silver.
Oh, silver! Sakit sa ulo. Okay. So, yun po. Abangan nyo na lang po ang aming debut. Girl, feel ko kailangan talaga tayo mag-debut.
Go. Naka-outfit na tayo
abangan
eh,
nyo na lang
sayang.
Oo, correct. Guys, abangan nyo lang sa December kasi magkakaroon kami ng December special.
Wow!
So, baka doon kami mag-debut.
Abangan
Hindi
ninyo.
natin alam. Abangan ninyo sa December. Ang aming regalo sa inyo ngayong Pasko. Christmas album pala. The Diamond.
Grabe, ang
Christmas
dami mo
album.
ng spoiler. Tama na. Wow.
Ay, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. Shit,
Magkano?
fine ako. 10 million won. Shit. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys for watching or listening to this episode. Salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik sa amin at One to Sarang. You know where to listen to us. You have to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple on Apple Podcasts, and of course, follow us on all our socials. And guys, if you really like our show, please go and share us to the world. I-share nyo kami sa mga friends nyo, i-recommend nyo kami. tulungan niyo kami tumikas noon para naman makakuha kami ng sponsorship galing sa Gentle Monster.
Pakisupport po ang aming debut.
Correct. Pakisupport po ang aming big debut. Okay, so, of course, as a teaser na rin for our debut song, we will have a little snippet of the song for you. Okay, I will start, and here we go. Sabay-sabay po kami kakanta.
Okay.
Please, tangkilikin niyo po kami. Treat us well, treat us kindly. Thank you so much.
감사합니다.
Kasaya. Samna. Okay. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Diamonds are all over the place. Si Monica ay sumabay.
Wait.
The diamonds
are very
hard.
Yeah. And
And
if
if
you like the
like the
diamonds, you
you
take all
all
your
your
money
money
and throw
and
it
throw
to
it to
us.
us.
And us.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
Samnida.
Gotchak Dome. What's up?
What's up? Jamsu Stadium, let's go!